Hello lovely, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Frankie and today I'm just going to do a little recap over my pregnancy so far. So if you're watching this video, I've already done two first trimester videos, a part 1 and a part 2. So today I'm going to kind of just recap on how I've been doing since the end of the first trimester. I think I'm about a week and a half off the third trimester, which is wild. I don't know where the time's going and it's pretty scary actually because I just feel so unprepared. Not like mentally, but like in terms of what we haven't really got much. We've ordered stuff, but it's just like waiting. COVID is affecting delivery times and stuff like that, so it's really, I don't know, it's like a waiting game. Like we've got all of this stuff ordered, but when's it gonna come? I'm hoping it's meant to be coming on the 31st of December, which is a month before our due date, so I'm hoping that it comes then, if not before, but the likelihood of it coming early is slim. Before we start, I should probably just apologise for the audio in this video. You can probably hear a really bad echo. I'm in the nursery at the moment. It's completely empty, nothing exciting going on in here. We've literally just given it a fresh coat of paint and we're having new carpets put in. So I will be doing a nursery reveal at some point, but at the moment it's empty. And that's why I'm filming in here as well, because every other room in the house is just chaos at the moment. We're having all of the carpets done. We've been redecorating for the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's just nuts. So this is the only clean space. Is it even clean? I think that's on my camera. Is that on the wall? No. It is clean. It's fresh and it's a clean, fresh backdrop, which is why I'm sat here on the floor in the nursery in the corner of the room. So let's start off. Rather than kind of going through week by week, what I'm going to do with this video is slightly different. I'm going to kind of go through some good things that I've been absolutely loving, things that I'm struggling with, and then just kind of things that have been helping me, and a couple of bits that we bought. So, and there's literally 2 things and they're baby grows. We've bought nothing else apart from the stuff that's being ordered in. Hey ho. So we'll start off with the good things, and I think the best things about the second trimester for me is that probably at about 14 or 15 weeks the sickness feelings completely left, and I haven't really felt them since. Maybe a couple of times, like randomly, but that could just be me feeling a bit weird rather than pregnancy symptoms. So that has been great. And alongside that, my energy levels have come back. So I remember in the first trimester video, I was feeling so tired. I just was napping all the time and I was really struggling to just get my energy levels up. And they're not back where they were. I definitely don't have as much energy as I had when I wasn't pregnant, but I have a lot more energy than I had in the first trimester, which is nice. It's really nice to be feeling a bit more myself, which is nice in some ways. Yeah, it's such a weird time. And I just, like I said, I feel like we've got so much to do and everything's constantly changing with me and my body, and it's mental. But yeah, the sleep and the sickness have almost gone, pretty much completely gone. The only thing now is that getting comfortable whilst I'm sleeping is a bit hard, but I'm just getting used to it. Every night it gets a little bit worse and I get more and more used to it. So like last night, I consider it a really good night's sleep. I got up to go to the toilet twice and I woke up with cramp in my legs maybe 4 times, and that was a good night's sleep. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. So yeah, I've gone off onto the struggles already, but no, back to the good things. Those are definite good things. Another really great thing, which probably started about a month ago. So where am I now? Again, probably started about 16 weeks, if not a bit after that, I started to feel her move, which is just the best feeling ever. I love it so much. I love feeling her move. It's like building a connection with her already. Like she already has this kind of pattern of movement, which is so bizarre. She wakes me up in the night moving as well sometimes, which I do not get mad about. I'm just laying there like chilling in bed, feeling my baby girl move. It's so nice. I love it. And I can't explain the feeling, but you just know it when it happens because it's nothing that you've ever felt before. But it's exactly what you'd imagine it would feel like. It's really weird. It's really hard to describe, but it's the best feeling ever. And I love it. And I feel so connected to her. And my partner, Phil, has felt it now with his hand on my belly. And yeah, he feels it every day. She's like wriggling and kicking and punching all the time. And I think I said in the first trimester video that I was expecting not to feel much movement because I have an anterior placenta, which is where your placenta sits at the front. So essentially your baby has to kind of kick you through it. So it's like a bit of cushion, like a little pad between me and her. So I'd kind of felt, I don't know, at the beginning I was a bit like upset, like, oh, I'm never going to feel her move. So actually it's been really lovely that I have, because I didn't think I would. I genuinely didn't think that I'd feel her move ever. But she is a kicker. She is fighting her way in there. I can feel her through the placenta, which is great. So yeah, maybe TMI, but I love it when she punches me. So yeah, that's definitely the most positive thing and the best thing about pregnancy is feeling your baby move. Now, I don't want to jinx that because I imagine as she gets bigger, not older. Sorry, I'm just straightening up my camera. I ran out of room on my memory card then. So what I think I was saying is that as she gets bigger, I can imagine that the movement and the kicks can become really uncomfortable because even now, it's never uncomfortable, don't get me wrong, ever, but it's there and it's really, I can feel it, I can really feel it. And obviously as she gets bigger, it's just gonna be even stronger. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. But I didn't want to sound too naive saying it's the best feeling ever and then people be like, you wait until you're massive and your baby is huge and has no room in there. But I'm ready for it. I'm super ready for it. I'm gonna check my phone because I've like bullet pointed some things. So another really good thing and positive thing is that I've got my skin back. And when I say I've got my skin back, I mean, basically during the first trimester, I kind of had this really weird thing, and it's probably not weird, I mean everyone probably gets something to do with their skin, like rashes or something, but my whole body just transformed from being super dry. Usually I have really dry skin and I can over moisturize, I can put oils on my skin and in my hair and nothing really breaks me out. My skin just soaks it up, my hair soaks it up. I'm just a super absorbent person. But during the first trimester, that completely changed and I became really oily, not just on my face, but like my scalp became really oily. My skin all over my body just felt like so different. And yeah, it was really bizarre. And I found this one product that I will share in my pregnancy essentials video that will be coming up towards the end of my pregnancy. Maybe I'll do one sooner actually. Anyway, yeah, this one thing that I found really helped, but I think, to be honest, my hormones must have leveled out and balanced out at some point because it's really back to normal now. Like I can touch my skin and I'm not going to touch it now, but I've got makeup on, but it feels like I'll touch my neck. It feels so normal again, which is really nice because I was touching my skin before and I had like 3 months off wearing makeup. I was like cleansing, doing all of the right things, but it just wasn't working for me. And I had like really cystic kind of acne on my chin. I had a huge rash all over my chest and on my belly as well. And I just, yeah, it just wasn't me at all. Like I told you a minute ago, I am the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm like eczema, dry skin, that kind of gal. So it was a real shock to the system. But she's back and my skin is, I mean, I've got one spot here, But that's fine. I think it's because I ate chicken last night. It's a little food spot, but you know, I'll accept that, because at one point, I mean, I've got some scars underneath my makeup, but I had really sore cystic spots under my skin, and they were like so painful, and all in my hairline as well. I think because my scalp was more oily, I had like spots all in my hairline too. I'm just going to move my mic. Sorry if the audio's been really bad. I think I knocked it. Hopefully that's better. So that is a really good thing that has changed, which I'm super grateful for, and I hope it lasts now, because I've heard that there's like this whole 4th trimester, when the baby is born, your hormones go crazy again and it all reverts and you get spotty and you lose all your hair, and I'm just like, oh gosh. That's another thing. My hair feels really nice, it's growing really well, but it's not just the hair on my head, it's the hair on my whole body. So I'm basically a hairy beast at the moment. Let me know if you can relate, because I feel like not many people talk about this, but I have a lot of body hair at the moment, a lot more than I used to have. So maybe, again, TMI, but I'm just going to be honest. Yes, I have lots of body hair, and it's growing really rapidly. I could shave my legs today and they would be hairy tomorrow. So there's that part of it. And apparently everyone that I talk to, and I tell this to them, I'm like, oh, I'm so hairy. And they're like, no, I wasn't hairy in my pregnancy. And I'm just like, are you lying or am I weird? But I don't really mind. It's winter, no one's going to see my hairy body, so I'm rolling with it. This is another thing, which isn't a bad thing or a good thing. It's just that my aversions and cravings have stopped, which I guess is a good thing, because it was becoming quite obscene how much cheese I was eating in the 1st trimester. And like cheese and onion crisps. Oh, I do love cheese and onion crisp though. But now I basically just have real things that I don't crave, but that I really enjoy. So last few weeks I've been having a real moment with tortellini pasta, specifically the chicken and pancetta. And this week I'm having a real moment with porridge with golden syrup on. So I've had it every day now for about a week, and for breakfast, not for other meals yet, but it has been considered. And I'm really enjoying it. So I wouldn't say it's a craving. Like the cravings that I had in the 1st trimester, like I had to like pull over and buy the food and eat the food then and there. Whereas now I'm just like, oh, I'd really love this. And then when you have it, it's really nice, but it's not like I'm craving it, I have to have it. It's like, that's what I want and that's what I want to eat. It's less of a craving, maybe still a craving, but just not as intense as in the 1st trimester and all the cheese I ate. But I'm still eating some cheese, just not dairy cheese strings or plastic cheese slices, so we all good. So that's pretty much all the good stuff, and there's loads of other good stuff as well, like obviously I'm pregnant and it's great, and that's an amazing positive. But there is obviously always some downsides to being pregnant and things that people struggle with, and I don't think that people talk about it enough. So I'm going to come through and say some of the things that I struggle with, and if you feel the same, then I'd really love you to let me know in the comments down below, so that I don't feel alone. But yeah, basically the first thing that I've been struggling with is being comfortable, and that's in almost every aspect of life. Just like sat down, stood up, laying in bed, laying down, wearing clothes, wearing anything just doesn't feel that comfortable. And I don't know, maybe if it's because my body is changing quite rapidly and it's not what I'm used to. It probably is that. It's just like being heavier and being bigger and itchy and uncomfortable. Yeah, I guess a lot of people can probably relate to that. But it's just like getting worse and worse, really. And I totally accept that it will probably get more and more worse and will continue to get worse every day. And it's not a huge problem. Like it's not, I'm not moaning really about it. I don't feel the need to moan, but it's just like, I don't feel too comfortable at the moment, and that is that. So yeah, I have got a pregnancy pillow. Well, it's not even a pregnancy pillow. It's like a huge 5'6" pillow, which sounds a bit obscene. but it works for me. So I've got that, and I've got like back supports and things like that to help out with my back, which is great. But it's just, yeah, if you're pregnant, you'll probably understand that it's just uncomfortable sometimes. Like I have to sit up on the sofa like really straight like this. I can't like slouch around anymore. And I love slouching around. I guess it's just, like I said a minute ago, the changes that you aren't used to. So maybe I will get used to them. That would be nice. Another thing that I think is, I'm not struggling with it, it's just a downside, is my boobs are so itchy. I can't even explain to you how it's, okay, right, you know when you've got a mosquito bite and you start itching it and you can't stop? That's what I'm like with the boobs. Yeah, I think it's because they're growing, so they don't really fit. I'm just going to rub my boobs now because I'm talking about them, they can tell. They don't really fit in any bras anymore, which is sad. I don't really have any bras that fit. I need to change that. And yeah, they just itch. I guess it's probably skin stretching. So I think that can happen to your bump as well when you're in your third trimester, or at any point, to be honest. I think you can get really itchy down there too, but down there, not down there. I mean, maybe down there. Maybe you should go to the doctors if you're itchy down there. But itchy on the bump, you can get itchy there too. But at the moment, it's like, oh God, see-through top. Probably shouldn't show you. At the moment, it's like underneath the knockers. And I've got to say, they are growing at a rapid rate. And I didn't know if it was possible for my boobs to get any bigger, to be honest. But here we are. They're definitely growing, hence them being itchy. One thing that I haven't yet, actually I think I have on the boobs, I've got one new stretch mark, but I think that's my only new stretch mark. But I'm really not bothered about stretch marks, to be honest. Like, it's just a part of life really, isn't it? I think most women have some stretch marks from going through puberty, and then most women get some when they're pregnant, after pregnancy, when your body like goes back to being what it was. I think that can cause stretch marks too, and I'm not too bothered about them. I'm not like a huge, don't really parade around with my body out very often anyway, so I'm not that bothered. And they're little stripes to be proud of, right? Because they grow, they help you stretch to grow your baby, so bring them on. And then the last thing, which kind of ties it all together, is just don't know how to dress a pregnant body. I just feel so frumpy in everything I wear. I was chatting to my friend about it this morning actually, and she was saying that it's like that in-between phase, because you're like, at the beginning of pregnancy, you can continue to wear all of your normal clothes. You just maybe wore under your jeans if you sat down. And I probably got away with doing that until I was about 15 weeks pregnant. And I used to put like a hair tie around the button and loop it together and just wear a baggy top, and that was fine. Or it was the summer, so I wore baggy dresses. Like I said, I'm not into like tight clothes or getting my body out. I'm very much like a loose and floaty kind of person. But I feel like, I don't know, when you see pregnant people online or on Instagram or anywhere, and this is my problem, this is me comparing myself to other people, and I shouldn't do it, and I know I shouldn't do it, and I know I'm better than it, but I do it anyway. Like everyone, it's a natural thing. I just look at other people and think they look so good. Like they are glowing. They've got this really beautiful, round, defined bump. Like they look so well and pregnant. Like they look really pregnant. But I don't think I look pregnant. I think I look fat and frumpy in everything I wear. So I need to sort it out really, because I'm not like buzzing about the way that I look. I love being pregnant. Like I love being pregnant. But I just don't know how to dress myself. It's really strange. I've got one pair of maternity jeans that I like, but they're like, you wear them one day and then they're so baggy that you can't wear them again. So I'm constantly washing them. I had a pair of black maternity jeans. They just kept ripping, so I need to replace those. It shouldn't bother me as much as it does, but it does. I think that's just learned habits from, I don't know, being a woman and people expecting you to look a certain way, or I don't know I don't know how I want people to perceive me. I guess it's probably my problem, but I don't feel good in clothes at the moment, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If you have any recommendations for maternity clothes, I feel like I need them all. I need all the recommendations. I've tried loads of stuff on ASOS and it just doesn't work for me. Like, I just don't feel good in it. I've tried a few bits on H&M which have been good. I'm also 6 foot tall, so it's not like super easy shopping for clothes anyway. So it's just kind of added another layer, you know? Maybe I'll just wear my dressing gown for the rest of the year and it'll be fine. One of my friends bought me an hoodie, which is like one of those big blanket jumpers, and it's so soft, and I've considered going out in it so many times. And I think it will probably happen at some point. But yeah, to be honest, what I'm living in at the moment is old tops like this one that still somehow manage to fit, big baggy cardigans and tracksuit bottoms. Okay, so I actually do sound like I'm moaning now, so I'm gonna stop. But I want you to know, I'm not stopping the video, I'm gonna show you a couple of little onesies I've bought for the baby. But I want you to know that if you feel the same as what I've just said, then you are not alone. And a lot of people that I've spoken to have felt like this too. I just don't think people speak about it enough. And when you search things on Pinterest or Instagram, like inspo, maternity inspo for clothes, whatever it is, everyone looks a certain way. And when your body isn't like that, it makes you feel different. And yeah, it's okay if you feel like that, because that's how I feel. But I think I'm going to get over it. I'm hoping I'm going to get over it. If not, I'm just going to live in this cardigan and tracksuit bottoms, and my clients and everyone around me is just going to have to get used to it. So we'll leave that bit there and we'll go on to the two things that I have in the house that I've bought myself, my partner and I have bought for ourselves. We've got other things that people have bought for us, but these are just two bits that we have bought our little girl. So, first one, Phil chose this one. It is a baby grow, and it has teeny tiny little clouds and suns on it. How cute is that? Look, she's gonna look so cute in it. Like, why can't I just wear this sort of stuff? And it's from Mamas and Papas, if you want to know. Is it from Mamas and Papas? Yeah, it's got a zip, which I've heard is the best for keeping them clean and quick turnarounds. So we've got a zippy up one, and it is 0 to 3 months. This one doesn't have the little handcuffs on, but I have got some others that my sister got me with handcuff bits on. So there's that one. And then there's this one as well that I chose, which is a little bit more girly, but I still think pretty neutral because it's got the blue and the pink. So anyone can wear this, you know. I'm feeling pretty gender neutral, but love that. Has this one got the handcuff bits? No, this one hasn't either. Again, it's 0 to 3 months, and I just really love it. I think it's so cute. She's gonna look absolutely adorable in it. Look, she might look like this. Hey mom. But yeah, sorry for rambling on. I hope you found this video a little bit insightful and might help you out with your second trimester. If you want to hop in the comments and have a chat, then please do. You could also pop over to my Instagram, which is @hairwithfranks, if you want to slide into my DMs if you need to chat about anything that we spoke about. But yeah, I'm not like down or having a bad time. I'm just not sure how to dress myself. But yeah, any suggestions, please hit me up. It's been lovely chatting, lovely catching up, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for my weekly upload. Lots of love.